Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and I'm back with the last trailer reaction for today. I purposely saved what in my mind should be the best for last. I don't know what to expect. This is Ghostbusters Afterlife, they're calling it. I saw the subtitle. I have this picture up, and that's all I have to go by. It is the Ecto-1. It is the original looking car, I believe. We had the 2016 Ghostbuster. I didn't think it was as bad as people made it out to be, but it was so weird with the humor, and they did queef jokes and everything else. People got on it because they were trying to go too hardcore with like girl power, but I didn't think it was as bad a movie. All I know is that this is supposed to be basically Ghostbusters 3. It is 30 years, maybe more, since part 2. I think part 2 came out in 89, so we got 99. Yeah, so it's 30 years since part 2, exactly, actually. I don't know what way they're going with this. All I know is that it is connected to the first 2. I'm pretty sure all the guys are coming back. I know for a fact Dan Aykroyd is, because he helped write it and he's been pushing for this forever. But I'm pretty sure Ernie Hudson, Sigourney Weaver, Bill Murray are coming back. Rick Moranis, I would love to see if he like just shows up and it was a total surprise, but it's very unlikely. Years ago, they did interview Rick Moranis about possibly coming back in the sequel to Spaceballs, and he did say he would if he thought the script was good enough. So maybe he did for this and they've been keeping it totally under wraps. All I know is that's all I really know about this. I don't know where they're going or what they're doing. We're just going to jump in, guys. This is the first official trailer to Ghostbusters Afterlife.
What are you doing here in Somerville?
Grand Canyon?
Honestly, my mom won't say it, but we're completely broke.
Finn Wolfhard.
And the only thing that's left in our name is this creepy old farmhouse our grandfather left us in the middle of nowhere. Why'd you bring me up here?
Grandfather. She looks a lot like Egon, guys. And they both do. They both got the curly hair.
I don't know.
We got the green-looking ghosties.
Somehow, a town that isn't anywhere near a tectonic plate, that has no fault lines, no fracking, no loud music even, is shaking on a daily basis.
Under the dining table now!
Tell me Egon built like a
Hey, remember that one summer we died under a table?
Underground, and it is so much that it's going to blow. I'm assuming these are Egon's kids.
Whoa, killer replica.
A replica of what?
A ghost trap?
Da-da-da. Oh my god, da-da-da. The piano.
There hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years. New York in the 80s? It's like The Walking Dead.
The Walking.
Your dad never mentioned this to you?
It's just my mom.
I wonder why. Well, Egon's got to be their
My grandfather died.
Yeah.
My mom says we're just here to pick through the rubble of his life.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Spangler, obviously. I saw it coming a mile away.
Call it fate. Call it luck.
Bankman from the original. Call it karma.
I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Come on, darling.
Is that Gozer? Skull dog? Yeah, the one.
It has a gunner seat?
That's hilarious. That's freaking awesome. Is that Slimer? Give us the little after thrill. I'm shocked that we didn't get a thing after the little break. Every trailer does that for epic franchises like this. You do like the little pause to show the title, and then you have like a little quick like cliffhanger or something. Like when Civil War did the break and then they had the title, and then you see Spider-Man swing down and you're like, holy shit, it's Spider-Man. I was definitely expecting something like that out of Ghostbusters, but they showed the title and then there was nothing. Still a really cool trailer. We didn't see any of the original Ghostbusters except in a 1-second showing of the flashback to the kids. He's also saying your father never told us about this. They're kids. Are you telling me kids never heard of the Ghostbusters? If the Ghostbusters really happened, I don't care if it was 30 years ago. I am really huge with Supernatural, and we've never seen something like that. If we saw something like that, I feel like these kids would immediately be like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. When the giant marshmallow man walked down New York City, or the Statue of Liberty went down the city, like two monumental giant figures crushed down the streets of New York, and these kids never heard of that before. How young are they? They look like they're able to drive, at least, because they were driving the Ecto 1. It did look like they were chasing Slimer there at one point. It could just be a ghost. It was so quick I barely saw it. But they had the Ecto 1. They had a gunner seat, which is really cool. The mother also looked extremely familiar. I feel like she's from a TV show. I just can't put my finger on it off the top of my head. I knew right away they were Egon's kids. I am a massive Ghostbusters fan. I've been watching it a million times since the 80s. One of the first movies I can remember seeing, I had it on VHS, watched it hundreds of times. So as soon as Venkman's voice kicked in, it was like, call it faith, call it luck, call it karma. I immediately was like, chills, brought back into the nostalgia of the whole thing. It leads me to believe that Bill Murray's got to be in this. I don't know for sure if he's confirmed yet, but he must be part of this. And I feel like they gave like a nice little shout out to Egon by making this about like his family. It's obviously their grandfather, because he would be like in his 70s right now, or 80s, so they're clearly not his children. They're kind of throwing you off though, because the girl said, yeah, it's not my father, it's just my mother. Or are they purposely throwing us off and there's more of a twist to this? I'm assuming it is Egon that is their grandfather, and something must have just happened to their father, but it's kind of confusing because some people are probably going to think Egon's their father, but it's not possible. The ages don't match up unless Egon was a Mac daddy and was having like 14-year-old kids in his 60s. It also looked like they were making you think it's the Gozer dog. The dog slammed its claw on the hood of the car by the girl's head. It made the sound like the dog. It looked like the dog's feet. So are we going to have like a full circle bring around where like Zool was never destroyed and now it's up to the grandkids of Egon to team up with the original Ghostbusters? Paul Rudd is also a main character in this. He's their teacher. He seems like a fan of the Ghostbusters. He immediately knew about the replica. I'm wondering if this is going to turn into like a kids mixed with veterans, mixed with Paul Rudd fighting ghosts. Not really clear yet. I don't know how I feel about it. I definitely want to see it. I'm not upset about it, but it's totally not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like the original Ghostbusters coming out of like retirement and fighting ghosts at the age of 60 or 70, whatever the heck they are at this point. It would kind of be cheesy though to have like a bunch of 70-year-old men running around hunting ghosts. Maybe it'd be better if they had the combination, have like Egon's offspring's offspring assist the elderly Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson. I don't even know if Ernie Hudson's confirmed though. And Bill Murray better be in this. How do you use Peter Venkman's Bill Murray voice in the trailer and not have Venkman come back? So I'm hoping for the best, guys, but right now I'm still kind of on the fence. I did really enjoy it, but I don't know. I don't know where they're going. It's still a lot of questions to be asked. We got at least 6 months. Summertime 2020. Let's hope for the best, guys. Comments down below. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.